Hey everyone, it's Megan, and today I'm going to film the 25 things you don't know about me tag, and I have them all written on this little sheet of paper. And it was definitely hard to pick like 25 things that I wanted to tell you because I don't know, like I have so many things that you probably don't know about me, like little nuances that you don't know. But I picked a good like array of things, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And before I get started, I also wanted to tag Kate, also known as Pink Glitter and some numbers, as well as Dervish Darling. So if you guys watch this, please film a video like this. I would love to see your answers, and also anyone that is watching this, if you make videos, or you could just leave a comment below with some things that I probably don't know about you, because I'd love to get to know you guys better. So I'm just gonna jump in with the first thing that you don't know about me. And it's that I was born on July 4th, which was my due date. And not a lot of babies are born on their due date. So when my parents were told that July 4th was the due date, they were like, oh, well, she won't come like on the day. So they planned a 4th of July picnic and stuff with my family. And then my mom went into labor on July 4th. So, or like July 3rd. And so they had to cancel it, and I ruined their picnic. But yeah, I'm an Independence baby, and I think that's why I'm so like patriotic and stuff like that. But that is the first thing. Second is Boston cream donuts are my favorite, followed by blueberry cake. And Boston cream, oh my gosh, I could just live off those things. I love them so much. I've had like ones from Boston, I've had like ones from just like Dunkin' Donuts around where I live, and oh, they're just amazing, and oh my god, they're perfect with iced coffee, so I love them. Next, number 3 is in high school, I wanted to be an interior designer, and I've always really liked like home decor, and I watch HGTV to this day. Like I watch it so much, and I love stuff like that, like decorating and everything. And the reason that I stopped wanting to be an interior designer was because I took an interior design class in high school, and it basically ruined it for me. So I blame that teacher, but I really can't see myself doing it because I'm not very good at like drawing or like sketching out plans and stuff. I'm just good at like picking out stuff and putting it all together. So one of my best friends is studying to be an interior designer, so I think that's pretty awesome, and I was like, I can help like pick stuff out for you and you can just do all the designing. But yeah, that is what I wanted to be in high school, which is, it seems like such a long time ago that I wanted to be that. Number 4 is a quote that I said to my mom, and I said, when I grow up, I want to be rich. And that might seem really like shallow, or I don't know, just petty, a petty thing to say. Like some people want to be a teacher when they grow up, and I want to be rich. And that sounds like insane. I know it does. But money is just, when you have money and you are able to like pay for college, or you're able to pay for a house or a car, or like if you have a random medical expense and you can just pay for it and you don't have to like worry about it, I feel like that would be such a blessing to be able to do that and not have to worry about, oh my god, if I like have to pay this medical bill, I won't be able to eat anything but ramen noodles for like a month. So not necessarily that I want to be rich so I can have like BMWs and all these crazy things. I just think it would be a nice like thing to fall back on that you wouldn't have to worry about. And also I would love to like give my parents everything that they ever want, and also my sister, I would love to pay for like her college and stuff like that. So that's probably why I play the lottery sometimes, because I'm just like, come on, I have to win, I need this money. But yeah, not rich yet, but it is my goal. Number 5, I hate being late for things. I always leave super early for everything, and people think I'm like crazy, especially my roommate Chloe. She's like, Megan, why do you always leave so early for class? And I'm like, because I don't like being late. I get such anxiety when I'm late. I hate like walking in when everyone's already sitting down and having to like scour for a seat. Like I just like sitting, like finding a seat when there's like no one around, and yeah, it just makes me feel much better. And I know it might seem crazy to some people that I leave like 10-15 minutes early before class, but that's what I do. And then when it's like a bigger thing, like an interview or something, I leave like so early. So I'm never late for anything, at least I try not to be, because I get really anxious. Number 6, I got my permit, and on the day that I got my permit, I was wearing high heels because I like love to dress up, and that was in high school, and I love to dress up even more then. So I was wearing heels, and the first time I drove a car, I was wearing high heels, and I've never worn high heels driving since that day because it was so scary. Like, you don't have enough like control over your feet because this stupid heel is in the way. So I just think that's crazy, and my mom like brings it up to everyone. She's like, Megan drove the first time with high heels, and that's like such a like representation of who I am. I'm just like kind of crazy, so I thought you guys would be amused by that. Along that same line, number 7, I wanted to win Best Dressed in high school. Like, you know how for seniors you have superlatives in your yearbook? I wanted to win Best Dressed so bad. Like, I always in high school would dress really nicely, and I just like doing it. Like, I didn't really want to impress anyone. I just thought it was fun, and I really like fashion and stuff like that. And I was sure that I was gonna win. Like, I had this like picture in my mind that I was gonna win, and then this guy I liked was gonna win because we looked so good together, like clothes wise. And then this girl who like became a model during senior year, like a literal like fashion model, like she wasn't even in school for most of the year because she was like on fashion shoots, she won. And I was like, excuse me? Like, she wore like tank tops and stuff. Like, she probably wore expensive clothes, but she wasn't creative, and I was like super creative in high school with my clothes. So like to this day, I am just so annoyed that some freaking model won Best Dress and I didn't, but it's in the past, doesn't really matter, whatever. But yeah, that still annoys me so much. Number 8, I'm studying public relations and advertising with a minor in marketing, and that's my like major and stuff like that in college. And I don't think I've ever shared that with you guys. It's not like a secret or anything, but I just have never like had the opportunity to share it. But I really love the communication field. I think it's really interesting, and I just applied for an internship. Well, not applied, but I like inquired about an internship at a advertising agency back where I live, and I hope that works out because they seem like an awesome company. And I've been really getting into like sort of the research side of things, and I would love to do like communication research, like market research, and like understanding like trend forecasting and stuff like that. I think that would be like absolutely awesome. But who knows what I'm going to do. I really don't have a set plan. But yeah, that's what I'm studying, and I really love it. I can't imagine doing anything else. Number 9, I can't go on tube rides, like rides that are like an enclosed tube, like at a park or something. There's like slides with like tubes, or like at a water park they have tube rides. I can't go in them. I'm like super claustrophobic. I'm really scared of getting like stuck in those, and I like can't breathe. I can't wear like shirts that are like too close up to my neck because I feel like I'm like gonna choke and like suffocate. And I hate elevators. I will do anything to avoid them pretty much. Hence why I live on the bottom floor of our building. I think where the tube ride thing started was in 5th grade. I did like this after school like daycare thing because both of my parents worked and they couldn't get me like right after school. So I would go to this thing and we would play out on our like jungle gym and stuff at our school. And the one day we were all just like going down the slide and stuff like that, and some idiots at the bottom, like that were going down before me, like stopped in the slide, like they like put their legs up or something, so like everyone got like stuck in the slide. And I was so scared. Like I was like go, like get out of here, I need to get out of here, I can't breathe. So I think that's where it started, and now I'm like paranoid of ever going in one again. So yeah, 5th grade scarred me for life. Number 10, I'm going to the Lady Gaga Born This Way ball in February with my mom, and oh my god, you guys, like I can't even explain how excited I am for this concert. Like, I have loved Lady Gaga for so long, and I know that some people think she's like crazy, and my roommate, when I told her freshman year that I love Lady Gaga, she was like, she's the devil, and I like still didn't understand why she feels that way. But some people don't like her, but I really love her and think she's like super awesome and a big inspiration to a lot of people. And her concerts have always been something that I would have like died to go to. And my mom surprised me with tickets for me and her to go, and oh my god, I am like so stoked. It's in Philly and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Like, I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna wear and all that kind of stuff. And I saw Lady Gaga once in New York City. It was when she was on the Today Show. I am extremely lucky. My best guy friend, he like knows someone that works at the Today Show, so he got us like VIP tickets. Like, we had to go at like 4 in the morning, or we got there at like 4 in the morning. We left at like 2 or something. It was insane. But definitely one of the coolest experiences of my life, and I'm so excited to go to like her true like concert, like the ball with all the pyrotechnics and stuff like that. It's just gonna be awesome. And yeah, I just can't believe I get to go. Number 11, I hate ketchup except for on McDonald's cheeseburgers, and ketchup just like disgusts me. I don't know why. I haven't always been that way. I guess when I was a kid I liked ketchup, but I don't know what changed. I can never remember a day that I liked ketchup, but my mom told me that I did like ketchup at one point. But I just hate it. I think it's gross. I don't eat it with my fries or anything. It just, I don't know, it just grosses me out. But I love it on McDonald's cheeseburgers, like double cheeseburgers, quarter pounders. I think it just tastes good on them. Like, it doesn't taste good on anything else but just on McDonald's cheeseburgers. So that seems really weird, and like, why is there an exception to my hatred of ketchup? I don't know. But yeah, I hate it except for on McDonald's cheeseburgers. Number 12, another fast food thing. I'm obsessed with Taco Bell's nacho burrito, but they don't make it anymore. The Taco Bell nacho burrito was a like limited edition thing that they had a few months ago, and I think it was in the summer, and it was 99 cents, and it was this awesome burrito that had like the meat and the beans and cheese and stuff, but then it had like nacho chips, and it was just the most amazing thing ever. Like, one filled me up. So a meal for $1, like, that's insane, and I am such a cheapskate that it was like the best thing of my life. But now they don't make it anymore. Like, I've ordered it and they're like, no, we don't have it, and I'm like, but it's the most amazing thing you've ever had. Why do you not make it? So it's very frustrating, and I don't know why a food item would be limited edition, but it was, and they better bring it back because I'm gonna rebel, but I can't because I love Taco Bell too much. So there's that. Number 13, I got kicked out of 2 different lunch tables in middle school. And that sounds like I was like such a badass or something, but I really wasn't. Like, both times it was my friends being like jealous that I had other friends. In middle school and high school, I was not popular, but like, I like talking to people. I like got to know a lot of people in middle school and high school. And the first time that I got kicked out, I had one of my other friends sit at my normal lunch table, and one of my best friends at the time was like, why do you even sit here if you only talk to your other friend? And I almost cried that day. Like, that was in 7th grade, I believe, and that was just like a horrible experience. And to this day, I don't know why she ever said that, except for that she's like a control freak. But that was weird. And then the second time that it happened was in 8th grade, and I was getting to know like other people other than my main group of friends, and I went to go talk to the other people that I was getting to know, and I went back to my normal lunch table and they just ignored me. And like, when I talked to them, they were just like, we don't hear anything, like just like stupid stuff. But yeah, I never sat with them again because I was like, screw you. I don't need people that ignore me because they hate that I talk to other people. And because I sat at that other table, I found some of my best friends that I'm best friends with to this day. So it was definitely worth it, but it was a hard thing to deal with in middle school. Thankfully, my sister hasn't had a lot of problems like I did in middle school or high school, which I'm happy about. But yeah, I had a lot of weird things, which is probably why I'm so like, I don't know, independent or something. Like I don't really care if people are like, I don't understand why you're friends with someone. Like, I'll be friends with who I want to be friends with, just chillax, it's fine. So that's my horror story for middle school. Oh, number 14, I had my young adult life crisis senior year into freshman year of college. And what I mean by young adult life crisis is, like, you know how people say they have like their midlife crisis when they're in their like 40s or 50s or whatever. Yeah, I had my young adult life crisis, and I was just in a terrible place mentally and everything. Senior year of high school into freshman year of college, I just did things that I would have never done in a million years. Like, if someone would have told me I would have made the decisions I made those years or felt the way that I did in those years, I would have been like, no, like, that's not me. Like, what are you talking about? But I think it was definitely hard, like, going away. Like, I go out of state for college, and to do that it took a lot of guts, but I definitely learned my lesson about a lot of things. Like, I made a lot of mistakes, and I definitely know better now, because I just don't even know what got into me those years. Like, I fortunately didn't lose the friends that I pushed away, but I'm very lucky that I didn't, because I would be so alone right now if I did. And I tell my roommate all the time that she met me in a very strange time in my life. And if you've ever seen the movie Fight Club, the main character says that at the end of the movie to Marla Singer, and it's just so true. Like, I was at such a strange place in my life, mentally and otherwise, that I don't even know who I was then, and I'm glad that I'm back and I'm like normal Megan now. But at that time I was definitely like a little bit cuckoo, but that's over, thank God. Number 15, it is my goal to have perfect teeth. And this is because my dentist is like totally crazy, and every time I go, she's like, you have gingivitis, you have all these problems. And like, I don't have problems until I go to her. Like, my gums don't bleed until they like work on me. And I'm like, no kidding, because you're like scratching me with these stupid like things, like these tools. I don't know, it just drives me crazy. So it's my goal to like have perfect teeth, so then she can't like yell at me anymore. Except I'll never have perfect teeth, because my bottom teeth are like crooked, because I stopped wearing my retainer after I got my braces off, which, if you have braces, do not ever stop wearing your retainer, because you will end up like me. And yeah, I feel really bad that all the money that my parents put into getting my teeth straight is now sort of messed up, because my teeth are all crooked on my bottom teeth. But yeah, I don't know, I just sort of have like this thing against my dentist that I just want to prove her wrong, so that's why I have that one on there. Number 16, I rarely ever talk / raise my hand in class. And I think that's a strange sort of thing because of my personality. I'm like rather outgoing for the most part. I do get shy, and I mean, I don't like tell people everything. I don't like share my life story to a lot of people. But yeah, in class, I'm just like in my own little zone. Like, maybe I'll talk to the people around me once in a while, but unless I like really know the answer or something, I like never raise my hand or talk in class. And yeah, I don't know why I'm that way, but I am, so that's a little bit different. Number 17, I miss my phone that had actual buttons. Like, now I have a touchscreen phone, which I mean is awesome because like I have a big screen and it goes really fast and I really like it. But I miss having like buttons like that I can press and I know exactly what letter I'm pressing, because I can't do touchscreen typing. Like, I mess up every single time I text someone or like write a website into the like browser bar. I just don't know how to do it and it frustrates me to no end. But I just love the speed and the like big screen of my touchscreen phone. So it's like a conflict, I don't know. I don't know. It's just annoying to me, and I wish I could have the best of both worlds. Number 18, my favorite meal in the world is my mom's chicken and biscuits. And oh my god, you guys, if you could eat my mom's chicken and biscuits, you would just be like the happiest person in the world. It just makes you feel so cozy and like loved and warm, and it's the perfect winter dish. Like, it is absolutely amazing, 100%. And if I had to choose my last meal, I would pick that. I would pick like 10 helpings of that as my last meal, because it's just so amazing that I could eat it for eternity. But it's special because I don't have it that much, because it takes like a while for her to make it and stuff. But when she does, it's just like my favorite day. And I can't wait till it starts getting really cold, because then she'll make it for me, and I'm so excited. Number 19, I lived in Kentucky for 4 years, 1st grade through 4th grade, and I still associate myself with the South more than the Northeast. And we moved to Kentucky because of my dad's job, and we moved back to Pennsylvania because of my dad's job. And I just feel like I'm such a Southern person. Like those, do you hear this? Like, I have like a Southern accent sometimes. Those were the only years that I've ever lived anywhere besides Pennsylvania. But I associate myself so much with the South and like being Southern. Like, on my Twitter, I think my like tagline is like, I'm a Southern girl living on the East Coast trying to make the best of life. And like, I'm not even a Southern girl technically, because I wasn't born there, but I just feel like I'm so Southern, like to the core. And I don't know, I think it's like kind of cool. My sister was born there and she like doesn't really associate with it, and then I wasn't born there and I totally associate myself with it. But yeah, I would love to live there again, but I think I'll always want to live near my family, because family is a really important thing to me. So we'll see where life takes me, but I love the South, and I love like visiting Tennessee and stuff like that. So I do want to take a road trip back to where I used to live. That's definitely on my list to do before I graduate college. So we'll see if that happens like this summer or when it'll happen. But yeah, I think that would be really fun. Number 20, I'm a spender, not a saver, and that is a really bad trait to have. I would love to save all my money, and a lot of times I do talk myself out of spending, but I don't make like oodles and oodles of money in order like to be able to save like tons of money. Like, I do have a good chunk of money in savings, but all of my savings goes back into school. So once I save up all my money, once the school year rolls around, I like don't have any money because I spend it all on books and like stuff like that. So kind of sucks, and I do love buying things. I have a little bit of a shopping problem / addiction. But I think I've always had that, and I think I always will have that. But yeah, I wish I was more of a saver. I don't know if there's like tricks to like make me into more of a saver, but it's probably just my personality. And now that I'm growing up a little bit, I am really like realizing the necessity of saving money just in case of an emergency or anything like that. So I'll work on that, but I know I will still spend most of my money. Number 21, I met almost all of my best friends in high school, and I did meet some of my best friends in like middle school, and I met one of my best friends in college. And most of them though I met in high school, which I think is pretty cool. A lot of people say that they meet like their best friends in college, and I mean, I met one of mine who is one of my roommates. But I think I got really lucky in high school that I met the people that I did, because I have such a great friend group, and like I wouldn't trade them for anything. They're just awesome, and I mean, I wish I could see them more, but since I go to school out of state, I can't see them as often as I would like to, but it makes seeing them like even more special and more amazing. So I'm glad that I met my best friends in high school, because that means I've known them for like, I've known most of my best friends for like 7 years or more, which is absolutely crazy. Like, that is, whoa, like that's crazy to think about. Number 22, I hate talking on the phone. I'm just not good at it. I am such like an awkward person on the phone. Like maybe I'm not, but I feel like I am. And when I'm on the phone, I feel like I always have to like fill the awkward silences. And I don't feel it that way in person. Like I like having some moments of silence. Like that's just like showing that you're comfortable with the person and you don't have to always fill in the awkward silences. But on the phone, I'm like the most awkward person ever. I'm even awkward on Skype, which is like, that's pretty close to being in person sort of, but I'm just not good at it. I feel like weird and I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, I just am not good at talking on the phone and I will do almost anything to not have to talk on the phone. Number 23, Harriet the Spy was my favorite movie as a kid and still is, and I wanted to be a spy when I grew up. So that was like elementary school when I wanted to be a spy, and I like used to keep like journals and stuff like Harriet M. Welsh did, and she was like, I am a spy, and like she would like spy on people and stuff like that, and that might be why I like think of myself as a person that likes to people watch, and that probably derived from my Harriet the Spy loving days. And like I said, I still think of Harriet the Spy as one of my very favorite movies, and I've made a lot of my close friends watch it because like I can't believe they've never watched it. Like it was a Nickelodeon movie, how did they never watch it as a kid? But yeah, it's amazing. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Number 24, I have expensive taste, and that probably goes back to the I'm a spender, not a saver. Yeah, I really like expensive things, just like basically everything, houses, cars, food, clothes, shoes, definitely shoes, like makeup, stuff like that. But I'm not super rich, like I hope to be one day. So even though I have expensive taste, I can't buy most of the things that I am like into. But yeah, every time I like see something on a mannequin, or like if I see, I don't know, like a restaurant that I want to go to, it's always like the most expensive thing. So it's a problem, but I think it's like awesome that I have expensive taste because it means I have good taste. So that's my rationale. I just wish I could afford it. And finally, number 25, I got the side cartilage of my right ear pierced in October 2011, and I had wanted it done for 5 years. So I got this piercing done here, which I've always had it since I've done videos, so you probably like never thought twice about it. But yeah, I got it done about a year ago, and it was after I broke up with my boyfriend. And it, like I said, it was a thing that I had wanted for like many years. I wanted it since like high school. And it was sort of like one of those rebellious things. I was just like, I'm gonna do it and he'll never know. So yeah, I got it done, and even though it was like a rebellious thing, like I didn't do it just to rebel. I've always wanted it, and I'm really glad that I got it because I just love it, and I always like twist it like that. I don't know, it's like a nervous habit now, or just a habit in general. But yeah, I love it, and I love that it's like sparkly and stuff. It's like my favorite thing ever. But yeah, those were the 25 things you don't know about me, and I thought this was a really fun video to do, and there was probably like a million more things that I could have told you, but I really liked the variety that I chose. And if you have any questions about anything, or if you want to tell me about yourself and stuff that I probably don't know about you, I would love to hear it in a message or a comment, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye!